So just real quick to show you guys the gear so you can make an idea of what gear I did the heroic dungeons with in this video. We don't have on the Wrath Beta vendors PvE enchants for helm, shoulders and pants, so don't mind the PvP one, but crit and crit increased damage from the meta gem. I have 3 hit gems just so it can help me reach the 17% hit for a raid boss. Here is 2 more on the chest. So as you can see, the gear is like pretty bad gear from the beginning of Wrath. It's like a level 80 blue items, probably from heroic dungeons, and a few epics here and there. So this is probably like heroic dungeon level of gear or level 80 normal dungeon. This is the ones, the rings are the good ones though, that you buy from Dalaran with gold. And also the enchants, not gonna mention them, but you guys can see on each item when I'm showing them. And I am currently unbuffed, 0 buffs, 1487 damage. It is 5.5% and I get 6% from talents, so 11.5%. I don't need 17% like for a raid boss for the dungeons, so I'm not wearing all the items that give me hit. You know, the items that give me hit to hit cap for raid boss, they would sacrifice even more of crit or a little bit of haste. So that's my hit, and my crit is on almost 13%. Haste is 307 or 9.36%, and 266 mana regen. So this is pretty bad gear overall. And currently on the Wrath Beta, since this is the early stage of the Wrath Beta, there is a lot of fixing to do from Blizzard. Currently the dots are bugged, so they don't really scale with haste at all. But anyway, the current point is that the dungeons, this is, I did heroic dungeons, and the main difference from TBC, the most exciting, the most fun part was the mana. Between the low cooldown dispersion, 1 minute 25 seconds cooldown, because we have a glyph that lowers the cooldown by a lot, and the low cooldown pet of 3 minutes, it's constantly a rotation of dispersion, dispersion, pet, dispersion, dispersion, pet. You know, after every or almost every trash pack you have something. After every boss you have something to get your mana back. That's why I think you will enjoy Shadow Priest in dungeons a ton in Wrath, because in TBC Shadow Priest is pretty painful. Shadow Word Pain costs a ton of mana, and at level 18 heroics, if you wanna dot everything on a trash pack, you would have to drink a lot. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys some stuff real quick before the dungeons.
This kingdom belongs to the Scourge.
We don't have Bloodlust in this group, but that's okay. I'll pop everything now. In the pet. Oh, I've got AoE on the boss. Mind Sear the boss, and these small spiders dead. Nice. Oh, nice. This is gonna be good AoE here. Got everything. Some Mind Sear. So I'll do this and this, because I will reapply those dots after. And now there is the Shadow Word Pain. And now from here, my Mind Flay reapplies my Shadow Word Pain from here. So that's basically like, you know, just wanted to test that to make sure. But now I got 5 Shadow Weaving up, so I can just put the dots. avoid this shit on the ground. Oh, I can do Devouring Plague on the small lads. Let's pop the cooldowns and pop a second pot. And he's hiding again. I can do Devouring Plague because Devouring Plague is very good insta damage on you know, when you apply it like that. Shadow Word Death and Devouring Plague, and then on the elites I can actually dot them, of course. But on the small non-elites on this boss, death. What I was doing at first was Mind Flay, and you know, until the Mind Flay starts sticking. First the dots, and then these dots. 7k Mind Blast, feels good, man. It's very mana consuming though, the Devouring Plague thing. But I don't think I'll run him. Here I can even cast the Vampiric Touch on this boss. Look, right now he's hidden, but the dot is sticking. Need to care a little bit with the mana. The boss should die though next time he shows up. I only have a bit less mana because I didn't time my dispersion well. Activate the replenishment. It's when I Mind Blast, when I have Vampiric Touch on the target, I Mind Blast on top of that, on top of the Vampiric Touch, it activates this. This is the replenishment. And then the dots, rest of the dots, yeah. Yep. Oh, no need to Shadow Word Death though. It's not TBC. Pop the pet. Put dots on the biggest targets, and then the filler is the Mind Seer instead of the Mind Flay. A little 3.5k DPS there. And Shadow Word Pain is actually not that good DPS. Actually, I can cancel Mind Flay after the second tick here on this. Damn, this guy dies fast. The more haste, the better though in dungeons. In dungeons, haste is insane because I dot everything much faster. I think this guy feared, if I remember well. I'm gonna fear ward. Yeah, that's fear. Suckers. Oh shit, now I'm feared too. Want to buy undead ratio? One last Mind Blast crit. Oh, crit the Shadow Word Death too. The crits look so good. Yeah. Yeah, critting your stuff looks really good.
We fought back the scourge. What chance you think you got?
Sick being able to crit your dots.
Get ready for something much bigger.
But it really starts scaling well with a lot of haste. A lot of haste and crit. Ah, I'll DPS the Warlock by a little bit. Okay, I should have popped ratio here, so I dot them all faster. Yeah, that's the strat on dotting on trash. Vampiric touch on all, one Mind Blast to pop the replenishment buff, and then just Mind Seer. Look at this. Like this. Now the Mind Seer. And it's not bad. I'm popping my CDs off cooldown though, all the time. So for the last boss, I might not have throw ratio in time. Popping them off CD because, you know, the increases in popping stuff off CD is faster for the dungeon overall. Saving them for bosses only is like maybe will increase my DPS on bosses only. So I'm just popping them to pump the trash too. I can disperse while I'm silenced. Go, go, go before the shadow weaving. Nice. Not bad. .6k Mind Blast crit. Ah, he died before my last Mind Blast. This is Utgard Keep. Is it there? Zuldrak. Yo, what the... Why did I dismount from my flying mount, man? I entered fucking Winter Grasp. Hey, I res here. Easy.